host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this carries into the end zone. A little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 6 guard, check 6 guard. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brought down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Alvin Cook, the ball.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. But the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half, as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Fred Warner in on the
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffries. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Slam. Check. Check
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
to throw on 2nd down. Jeffries, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jeffries. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
That's the end of the first.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Remain on 2nd down. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
By Nick Vigil.
2nd and 5. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking to throw on second down. Jeffries. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Jeffries pass.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Oh, he'll look downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
The kick is,
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Vikings 10, 49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll give to Cook out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Dalvin Cook, the Viking ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
It's a gain of 3. And this is third.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Minnesota.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jeffries. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Dalvin,
a gain of 3, 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll try to run the option here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. To throw on 3rd down. Jeffries. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Vikings 17, 49ers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Jeffries. Yep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffries. Open man here is Conklin.
Complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground is Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. tackle by Jordan Willis.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Brings up 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense
at their
1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now he dumps this off over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Todd Gurley.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 38, 49ers
The
7.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They run it again with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
But it brings up.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
For the Vikings.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Back at the 37.
2nd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
At the Vikings, 12-yard
sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty.